Hi, my dear students. Once again, welcome back to Advanced Hypothesis Testing. Today we are going to discuss some problems from Advanced Hypothesis Testing. How to find the confidence interval, how to find the point estimate of the difference of the proportions, and how to test the hypothesis using the difference of proportions. Okay, so let us go to a problem, and this is example number 3 because we have discussed the 2 questions in the last video. That's why we are starting with the next one. So here, do more husbands cheat on their wives more than wives cheat on their husbands? It's an article, it's a statistical report published on the Statistics Brain 2013. Suppose you take a group of 100 randomly selected husbands, and find that 231 had cheated on their wives. And when we take another sample, that is of wives, 1,200 wives, out of that 176 cheated on their husband. Okay, so we have 2 random variables, 2 samples, right? And estimate the difference in the proportion of the husbands and wives who cheat on their spouse using 95% confidence level. Okay, so we want to find it's an interval, the confidence interval with a 95% confidence. What is the difference in the proportion of husbands and wives who cheat on their spouse? That we want to find, and find the sample statistics and the confidence interval. Okay, so let us take the first one. First one is, say, let us call it as P1. P1 is equal to x1 over n1, and P2 equal to x2 over n2. Okay, so for that we need to take the GeoGebra, and there you have to take the statistics, then choose this one. So we want to find the estimate of the difference of proportions. So, okay, so here we have given the question, it is estimate the difference of proportions. So we want to take that one. So difference of C estimate of difference of proportions. So Z estimate of difference of proportions. Choose that one, and then the confidence level that is given to be 95%, so it is 0.95. And for the first one, successes is 231, so we just need to input that one there, 231, and n is 1000. Okay, then successes in the second sample is 176, and n value is 1200. Okay, and that's it. That's it. So we want to find a point estimate of the difference of the proportion. So that is given by the central value. The point estimate is 0.0843. Okay, so that is the point estimate. So I will write here. Point estimate is 0.0843. That is actually P1 minus P2. The difference of the point estimate. Okay, P1 minus P2 is 0 point, what is the value? It is 0.843. And the sample statistics that is given to be, and that we can find, and then we want to find the confidence interval. The confidence interval, the lower limit is 0.0514. So that is a lower limit, 0.0514, less than P1 minus P2, that is the point estimate, less than, and the upper limit is given, it is 0.1172. Okay, so it is a 0.1172. Okay, so that is the confidence interval. Actually, in between that, so we can, if we want, we can write 0.0514, 0.1172, that's the interval. Okay, so we can check that one. 0.0514, that is the lower limit, and 0.1172, that is the upper limit. So the estimated value will be in between that. Okay, that's very simple, right? And if you want to find the test statistics, we can find that using GeoGebra table. For that we have to take the GeoGebra, and then if to find the test statistics, you have to take the Z test of difference of proportions. And in the question it is given that do more husbands cheat on the wives more than wives cheat. So the P1 will be, it's the more than means it is a right tail test. So P1 minus P2 will be greater than or equal to 0. So that is the alternative hypothesis. And usually we take P1 minus P2 equal to 0. Yeah, that is a null hypothesis. P1 equal to P2. And the second one, the alternate hypothesis should be P1 greater than P2, because it is given that more than the wives cheat. So husbands cheats on their wives more than the wives cheats. Okay, so in that case you have to take greater than or equal to. So it is a right tail test. And again, given these values here, the 231 successes 1000, and then second one 176 success out of 1200. Then you want to give all that values there, then check that one. Yeah, then the Z value, the test statistics is given by 5.0724. that is directly find out from the GeoGebra table. See, Z value is 5.0724. okay, so C value is C, test statistics C is equal to 5.0724. 5.0724. So that is the Z test. So test statistics. Okay, so confidence interval is here and the test statistics is here. Okay, I think that makes sense. Okay, and if you want to find out that using the manual calculation that is given here, so you have to find P1 is equal to 230 success divided by 1000, so 231 divided by 1000, and you have to find the Q1, that is 1 minus P1, that is this one, and then similarly P2 and the Q2 can be found out by using the same thing. Then the confidence interval, it is 95% confidence level, so we want to find the probability of the Z value. Okay, so Z value is 95%, so alpha is equal to what? Alpha is equal to 0.95. 100 minus 95, that is 5%. So alpha by 2 is equal to 0.05 divided by 2, that is equal to 0.025. Okay, so we want to find the probability of that less than or equal to. You can input that in GeoGebra, and distributions, then normal 0, 1, and P value of the, we can input that value here. But if you want to find, I will distributions, take that one. Here it is less than or equal to, no, x greater than or equal to, here 0.025. Okay, so that is 1.96. We can round it at 9.96. So that is this one 1.96. So that is the critical means C value, Z alpha by 2. Now what is the formula to find out the error? Error is equal to Z alpha by 2 into EBP, Z alpha by 2 into square root of P1 Q1 divided by N1 plus P2 Q2 divided by N2. Now we know the value Z alpha by 2 is 1.96, that is here, and just input that values and you will get the error as 0.033, stay just like here, 0.0329, that is 0.033. Okay, so that is error. Then find P1 minus P2. P1 minus P2 is equal to what? P1 minus P2 is equal to, P1 is here 0.231 minus P2 is here 0.147 0.1467. 0.1467. So subtract that, you will get it as P1 minus P2 should be subtraction, and the value difference of that one will be 0.08. So 7 minus 3 7 8. Okay, minus, yeah, that is 0.0843, and that is the point estimate, and then add that to the error. So we have got the error here. Error is equal to what? Error is equal to 0.033, and then you can add that to and plus or minus. Okay, plus or minus 0.033. That will give you the confidence interval. Okay, so that is the manual calculation, but that includes a lot of calculations, but you can use the GeoGebra to find out the value directly. Okay, and let us have another one. That is next one, example number 4. Does the claim that the proportion of men who own cats is smaller than the proportion of women who own cats at the 0.10 significance level? Find the null and alternative hypothesis based on a sample of 80 men and 30% on the cats, and based on a sample of 40 women, 45% on the cats. Find the test statistics and find the critical value. Okay. Okay, so test the claim that the proportion of men who own cats is smaller. So let us take P1 as the mean value of the first one and P2 as the mean value of the second one, means men and women. And the claim is that the first one, H0, that is the null hypothesis. H0 is PM is equal to the probability of mean, means mean value. The mean value of men is equal to mean value of the woman. So female means the mean value of men is equal to the mean value of females, and that is the null hypothesis. And the alternative hypothesis is say that P1 less than, smaller than. So H0 is equal to PM is equal to PF, and H1 is equal to PM less than PF. F means for the females, okay, or the woman. Okay, you can write it as either you can write it as men or woman. So it is given in the question is woman. Okay, so we want to test the hypothesis. Okay, but so it is a right tail test, right, or left tail or two tail. Okay, it is a left tail because it is P1 as less than P2. It's a left tail. Okay, now first we can, the significance level is given. So significance level is significance level is equal to 0.10. Find the null and alternative hypothesis. So null hypothesis H0. H0 is equal to always we take it as the P1 is equal to P2. That's why PM is equal to PW, means the mean value of men. That is the null hypothesis. And the alternative hypothesis is given that the mean value of the men who own cats is less than, that is why it is less than the mean value of woman who owns the cats. So it is PM less than PW. Okay, so that is the first part. Find the null and alternative hypothesis. Now based on a sample of 80 men, so that means N1 is equal to 80, 30% on the cats. So what is 30% of 80? So that is the on the cats means 30, so that we will be taken as X1, success. So that is 30% of 80, that is equal to 30 over 100 times 80, and that is equal to 24. So that is X1. So what is P1? P1 is equal to 24, X1 over N1, that is 24 over 80. And then similarly we can find that of the woman. So it is N2 is equal to 40 women, so N40, and x2 is equal to 45% of 40. So P2 is equal to what? X2 over N2, that is equal to 18 over 40. Okay. Now you want to find the test statistics. Okay. So for that we can take the GeoGebra. Here the GeoGebra, test statistics. So see test of difference of proportions. Okay. And there P1 less than or equal to P2. So we want to take that one. And the N1 is equal to, success is 24 out of 80. Okay. And then N2 is equal to, X2 is equal to 18 out of 40. Okay. That's it. So everything is there. So the C value means the test statistics is equal to what? The test statistics Z is equal to, the test statistics is denoted by C, and that is given by negative 1.624. So negative 1.624. And the probability of that one, probability is also given there. P value is 0.0522. 0.0522. Okay, so that we can directly find out from the GeoGebra table. Okay, in our question we are asked to find the test statistics. Okay, so the test statistics is negative 1.64. Actually we are not no need to find the p value there. That is not asked in the question, so it's enough to find only z value, and also find the critical value. How to find the critical value? What is the alpha value is given to be 0.1 there. Okay, because it is not the confidence level, it is a significance level, so it is 0.1. So we can use the GeoGebra to find that one. So distributions, it's 0.1, so we can write 0.1 there, and that will be, the value will be 1.28. So that is the critical value. So means the probability of that one less than or equal to what? So that is equal to, so it is 1.2815. So this is the value. Okay, so the critical value is that one. Okay, so everything is here. Though the test statistics is this one and the critical value is this one, that is 1.28. Okay, that's given in the question. Okay, now let us have another one. Number 5. You wish to test the following claim. Okay, we want to test the claim. At a significance level, alpha is equal to 0.01. H0 is equal to, H0 means the null hypothesis, that is P1 is equal to P2. That is usually we take the null hypothesis that way. An alternative hypothesis is given P1 less than P2. Okay, and you obtain a 57.6% success in a sample of size N1 is equal to 408 from the first population, and similarly you obtain a 65.8% success in a sample of size N2 is equal to 489 from the second population. For this, you should not use continuity correction, and you should be used normal distribution as an approximation of the binomial distribution. So that is some conditions are given there. Then first question, what is the test statistics for the sample? Test statistics means we want to find the z value. And second one, what is the p value? Probability. Will you accept or reject the null hypothesis? Okay, so that is next one. And what is your final conclusion? Okay, let us discuss this one by one. So what is N1? N1 is equal to 408, and X1 is equal to, success means 57.6% of that value. So that means 57.6 divided by 100 times 408. We can do that one with the help of calculator, and that is 57%, means 0.576 times 408 equals 235. Okay, so we can choose x1 as 235. Okay, and similarly n2 is given to be 489, so 489, and x2 is equal to 65.8 percentage, or divided by 100 times 489. So again we can use the calculator to find out that one. So it is 60.658, that is 65.8 divided by 100 times 489, it's equal to 321.76. We can round it to 322. Okay, so it is equal to 322. Okay, now we can input that value in the GeoGebra. So for that we want to find the seed test. So to take that one, and then the hypothesis given P1 less than P2. So first one, pick the first one, and the successes is 235 out of 408. Okay, and second one is 322 out of 489. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, everything is there. So just need to find the values. The C value, that is the test statistics, is negative 2.5363. Z is equal to negative 2.5363, right? Yeah, 5363. And that is the test statistics. So what is the test statistics? That is the answer. What is the P value? And again, P value is this one, 0.0056. So that is the first one. Second one, P value is equal to 0.0056. So 0.0056. Okay. Then what is the P value? So this is the second one. Then will you accept or reject the null hypothesis? What is the alpha here? Alpha is 0.01. 0.01, and P is 0.0056. Which is greater? Now compare the first digits. Okay, and here alpha is greater, so alpha greater than P, or we can write P value is less than alpha, right? If P is less than alpha, we will reject the null hypothesis, right? We will reject the null hypothesis. Okay, so what is the final conclusion? So P value less than 0.01, that is P value less than the alpha value, we reject the null hypothesis. So we can make a conclusion like this: the sample data support the claim that the first population proportion is alternative hypothesis is we reject the null hypothesis. So we have to go with the alternative hypothesis. What is the alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis is H1. H1 is P1 less than P2. So we will go with that one. So we can make the conclusion like this: the sample data support the claim that the first population proportion is less than the second population proportion. That's it. Okay. So this is the way in which you are finding out the test statistics using and the p-value using GeoGebra. And here, if you want, you can find out that using the manual calculation, you can find the pool data x1 plus x2 divided by n1 plus n2, and then c value is p1 minus p2 plus or minus the plus 0. Actually p1 minus p2, that this value will be 0, and substitute that value, you will get the same value. Okay, so it is negative 2.6, but it is negative 2.53 something. It's almost equal. So that is the manual calculation. If you want, you can concentrate on that one. Otherwise, you can go ahead with the GeoGebra. That's okay. And let us have one more question. Does the claim that the proportion of men who own cats is smaller than proportion of women who own cats, almost a similar question, at a significance level 0.005. So that is a significance level there. That is alpha value, alpha 0.05. And the null hypothesis. So let the probability of the male, mean value of the male, that is H0 is the null hypothesis. We can take like that way. Always P1 is equal to P2. And in this case, it is male and female. So we can write PM is equal to P of probability of females. And the alternative hypothesis is H1. And it is given the men who want cats is smaller. So PM will be less than PF. Okay. Now this is the alternative hypothesis. So that is the given H0 PM and H1 is. And the second question is, the test is left-tailed, right-tailed, or two-tailed. As it is less than, we know that is left-tailed. So it is left-tailed. Now we want to find the test statistics, Z value. For that we need N1 and X1. N1 is given to be 20 and X1 is 25% of that one. So it is 25 over 100 times 20, that is equal to 5. Similarly, N2 is equal to 60 and X2 is equal to 45% of 60 times 60, that we can calculate. Yeah, it is 0.45 times 60 equals 27. Okay. Now we need to find the test statistics. We can use the GeoGebra, see test of difference of proportions. Okay. So we can, the alternative hypothesis is left tail. So we have to select that one. Null hypothesis P1 is equal to P2. And number of successes is 5. And the total number is 20. And success for the second one is 27. And out of 60. So that's it. So that's why the Z value is there. Z value is negative 1.5811. So that is it. And the P value, and that is 0.0569. P is 0.0569. And alpha is 0.005. So which is greater? P is greater, right? So P greater than alpha. So we will accept the hypothesis. The null hypothesis means we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay. So P greater than alpha. So we will fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay. Now to find the critical value, we can input the value here. So we want the distribution, take this one, and the alpha value is 0.005. So we want to input that 0.005, and that is 2.5783. So that is the critical value, 2.5783, that is given. Okay, so that's all. Okay, so using GeoGebra, we can easily find out the values and the test hypothesis. If P probability is greater than alpha, we will fail to reject the null hypothesis. We will go with the null hypothesis. So that's the conclusion. Okay, so that's all about the proportion. Means the testing the hypothesis. Test the hypothesis of the proportion of the two samples. Okay, now you can work on the assignments, and that will make more sense. Okay, so let us discuss the mean value for the two different means, the test hypothesis of the different of means in the next video. Till then, goodbye.